Hey, how's it going, guys? Rico here. In this video, we're going to be breaking down GBP USD. Same thing as the other videos before. I'm going to put the price points above the video or below the video, depending on the site setup. So yeah, it's the same thing as the Euro Pound video I showed you, the Euro USD video. Pretty much you just do the markup the same way. There's nothing different. I mean, these videos are really short because I'm not going to be showing any strategies. I'm just showing the markup that I did. Okay, so we're on the weekly. I'm going to put the price points obviously above the video. Yeah, all the price points are here on the right side. If you want a full screen, make sure the video is in HD and just write down all these price points. Okay, so remember the text is rounded. Okay, the text is rounded. These are rounded numbers. These are not the official numbers. Okay, these are the official numbers at the very, very, very right hand side. Okay, so let's go down to a daily time frame just to see how price reacts, just so you can see that these zones are very accurate once again. So let's see. I had this harmonic drawn out before it even completed. Completed perfectly. I didn't check my trading view at that time, but when it completed, if you look on the daily chart, it rejected off the weekly resistance point right here. Nice wick to the top, bearish candle right there. You could have taken a sell. Just grabbed a couple pips. Let's see. The daily chart yesterday, it closed a nice bullish candle. It got rejected off the monthly support right here. It's a monthly support now, so our next target would be the weekly. If it breaks that and closes on top on the weekly chart, is weekly resistance. If it closes on top on the weekly chart, then we can keep expecting upside, obviously, right? Upside potential. This big bullish candle tells me that it might keep going up. Okay, so based off just candles, you can kind of tell what's going on. Most likely going to continue because of this rejection of this monthly support. I'll show you real quick the harmonic. And now I'm not a pro at harmonics, but this was just something I saw, and I drew it out before this C point was even there. I was just expecting it to be somewhere around there, and then I was just waiting to see what point it terminated at. So let's see. So as you can see, a small harmonic right here on the daily chart. What happened at the completion? Drop. You can even see on my, actually you can check on my trading view. I think it's Rico FX. You can check that out on my trading view, and you'll see that I have this markup up. George, actually, I sent him the markup before it even completed, before even the C point was even there, and I was already expecting this because the cloud was telling me that it was gonna, the Ishimoku cloud was telling me that it was going bullish, so I was expecting, and I saw this this wick right here. So whenever you see these wicks, most likely, like this wick right here, just in my eyes, I knew that it was probably gonna pull back a little bit. So that's exactly what it did. So yeah, I mean, I didn't really want to go over strategy or anything. That's why I'm just kind of just generalizing what I saw. Let's see. So yeah, we have a nice bullish candle on the daily chart. All I want to see is on the weekly chart. I want to see it close above this weekly resistance. If I get a nice close above, just wait for a small retest, and then I'll look for a buying opportunity on a lower time frame, like a 4-hour chart. So let me just scroll back a little bit just to show you. Let's see. Just showing these zones, how price reacts off of it. You see how this weekly bounced off, came back to another weekly, bounced off. Nice reversal pattern right there. Came back. Yeah, so these videos are off the cuff. I just wanted to show you guys the markup. Didn't really want to go into strategies like I've been saying. Let's see. So yeah, I would like to see this high break, so you can take buys, like, for sure, you know what I mean. So It just depends on what's going to happen in the next 2 weeks, probably a week, week and a half, 2 weeks. These next weekly candle closes to see what they do. Hopefully they close above this price point right here at 1.47660. Then we can expect more upside potential. Obviously our next targets will be the next monthly resistance. If it closes above this weekly, right? Next monthly resistance and the next weekly resistance. So it's very easy once you see these zones break, these support resistance point breaks, these zones get broken, and the candle closes above on a higher time frame, like a daily, a weekly, and a monthly. Then you can just target the next resistance point or next monthly zone. So it's real easy. Nothing really complicated about these videos, guys. It's just combining your knowledge that you learned here at FIP and just combining it with everything you already know, and just applying a proper markup to it, to your charts, and then just seeing how price reacts to these zones and doing your technicals off that. So nothing too complicated, guys. Very, very simple. Let me go back on the monthly so you guys can get the zones out that they're drawn in correctly. So as you can see here, price got rejected right here off the monthly. So as you can just see how price really does react to these levels, real nice. So we can expect them to react in the future. It's just very simple. And right here, this is a psychological point, psychological number right here, 1.5500. Same thing right here, psychological 1.60. Same thing right here, 1.650. So these are just psychological barriers. The market is a natural phenomenon. It does get manipulated, but overall, it's like a river. It flows. It gets blocked. It consolidates or whatever. But overall, it has its own flow. Each currency pair has its own flow, and the market is a natural force. So people themselves in mass numbers are what move the market, and obviously the banks and the hedge funds and all that, they have more power in the market to move it, but they only really push the market, and then people kind of continue the market. So let's say if the market crashed, the banks would be selling or whatever, right, to push the market further, and then people would go into the panic mode, and then they would just sell, so the market would keep crashing. So yeah, don't really want to get too into it, guys. Just make sure you have this setup. This is British pound dollar. Make sure you have your markup real nice and neat for in the future. So yeah, let me move on to the next currency pair. I think it's going to be either gold or Aussie. I know people have been trading the gold, so they've been wanting to see a nice markup on gold. So I'm going to show you guys. See if I do gold. I got gold here, CAD, the Aussie. I have all my support resistance points written out. So let me go on to the next pair, guys. Peace out.